The closer starts now, right here.
Und so, ahoy, mateys. Welcome to the anniversary show of the Everglades National Park. No anniversaries here. No. We don't know what time Carl will be here, but in the meanwhile, we'll just chit chat about anything. Okay, raise your hands if you've been to the Everglades. I put my hands on. Nobody here has been to the Everglades because nobody's here besides me. Oh, by the way, if you're catching this boring, live stream on the replay, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Well, actually, somebody is here. This person that I'm not seeing right now in chat, have you been to the Everglades? World. It's winter time. There was a bug. I think it might have been a, what do you call it? Fruit fly? There was an apple. And I opened it and it wasn't wrapped properly, and I put it in the trash. It's still not wrapped properly. I have to get rid of that trash. I'm sure that's where the fruit fly came from. All right. So we're not playing Guess the Channel. We could. And we're not doing cliches tonight. This is a special live. Actually got to advertise it basically a day ahead of time. But it's kind of interesting because the featured channel that we are working on this coming Saturday has been to the Everglades. And so I was able to use some pictures from that channel that were taken in the Everglades. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, December 6th, I forget what year. Carl will tell us what year it was. But it was 75 years ago today. Now, this past weekend, they've had, there's Carol. Welcome aboard, Lassie. This past weekend, all weekend, they had special events going on at the Everglades National Park. I kind of sort of read a couple of them, but, there was more boat rides, boat tours, and other activities going on at the different, I think they have one large, almost like a theater. I think it's attached to the Welcome Center. There it is, actual Everglades National Park anniversary date, 75 years. Anyway, we had a lot of activities going on. I'm sure Carl was busy. But Carl, when he gets home from work, because he works at Everglades National Park, when he gets home from work, and it may be longer that he can't get here until he gets home, because it is the 75th anniversary of the dedication of Everglades National Park. And he's always got a plethora of information. William Brody is here. Welcome aboard. So we'll anxiously wait Carl to come on board. But in the meanwhile, like I say, we got a few pictures of the Everglades. Some that I captured today, but some that are actually from what we'll be working on again on Saturday, the featured channel. Isn't that odd? Or fortuitous is what it is. The feature channel has been to the Everglades. So that helps us. Linda's here. Welcome aboard. Dirk. Welcome aboard. Yeah, we're waiting on Carl. He's our special guest tonight. He works at Everglades National Park, and he is definitely knowledgeable about everything, the wildlife, the flora, the fauna, you name it. And he gives speeches every day. I, for one, have never been to the Everglades. Anybody in here want to raise their hands and chat and let me know if you've been to the Everglades? I have to put my hands down because I've not been there.
I mean, I can't say. Which is, you don't know or you can't say. I barely know.
I know
But if I ever thought he'd bring a man
Susan, Lucky Dog, she's been there. I bet you. Is Alexi Straightheart? She replied to my comment. Cool. There's the channel. She's changed her name. It's not Alexi Straightheart, but if you type that in, you'll find her. I think it's Izzy on the Move. And okay, our treasured home. Nancy says she's never been. And William knows people who have. Yeah, me too. Anyways, just for fun, if nobody has Alexi Straightheart, you need to. So Linda, you probably have her in your subscriptions, but her new channel name is Izzy on the Move. That's IZZY on the Move. If you could put her link up. She's quite a special lady. She is from Quebec. And she could tell me that I was full of shit and the worst piece of crap on the planet. But if she says it in French, I'm going to say, I love you too. The French language. Amazing. So, yeah. What have I been doing since Saturday? Not a whole lot. I worked a little bit in the garage on Monday. And then on today, I also did a little bit. Not much. I had to take Holly to her hair appointment. And I'll show this once or twice tonight, but I just decided to get silly. I actually am going to enter a contest with probably this screenshot. But anyways, this is La Fortuna. Get out of the way. Yeah, she's got a little bit of decorations going for Christmas. Hey, it was fun. No, they're not plugged in. The Star is battery powered, and it turns itself off at 11 o'clock tonight. And the others are, believe it or not, are solar powered. So they'll turn themselves off whenever they want to. And then hopefully I can remember to turn the charging plate towards the daylight and it will charge. So, Alligator Alley, the road across the Everglades, Tampa to Miami. Cool. Izzy on the Move. Thank you, Linda. I'm going to put that up there for... I just watched her most recent one. What do they call it? Vlogmas. Anyways, she did a tour of one of the places that decorates big time. I don't know if it was in Quebec or Montreal. But she's done 5 total right now. I don't know how many more are coming. But she's big on Christmas. Okay. Oh, Michigan also. That's Carol and Dirk and me. 3 of us are here from Michigan. I heard it said on a broadcast today, Michigan. It obviously wasn't. I don't think English was his first language. Oh. I don't even know what it was. I don't know if it's a news broadcast about something going on or if it was an advertisement. So you never know. So yeah, took Holly to her appointment, and I brought her home. Then I zipped back and got the star at Dollar General. Hey, it's supposed to be a tree topper. Well, I kind of rearranged it a little bit. Tommy's here. Welcome aboard She Devil Adventures. And that link that's up there, Tommy, is you'll enjoy that channel. That is Izzy on the Move. Her name is Izalixie Straightheart, and she's been around. She is a native of Quebec, and she does a really good job with her videos and live stream. I've been on a live stream with her before too. A lot of fun. Because it'll be half English and half French. Dirk is the closest. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm 15 miles due north of downtown where the numbers start. Fulton and Division at zero ground, the center of Grand Rapids. And basically, Grand Rapids is the county seat of Kent County. So all the roads and stuff are kind of numbered from that intersection. It's basically almost centered in the county, as a matter of fact. But yeah, I'm 15 miles due north. Yeah, Dirk is in Byron Center, so yeah, he's a couple miles closer than I am. You know, the Grand Rapids city limits is pretty big. Then you got the suburbs. Sparta's not quite a suburb, nor is Fremont. We're bedroom communities. But, you know, you got Kentwood, Wyoming, Granville, almost Hudsonville, Byron Center, almost. That's where Dirk lives, is Byron Center. And then you've got East Grand Rapids, and you've got Forest Hills, and what am I missing, Carl? All right. If I recall, William, did you say, are you in the Buckeye State? Trying to remember. Or Pennsylvania, which one? Or am I talking out of my hat again? All right. Well, I forgot to ask. We got a couple of new people in here right now. Anybody besides Linda driving across Alligator Alley, or whatever they call it in the Everglades? Anybody? Oh, New Jersey. Okay. Comstock Park. No, I forgot Comstock Park, and I think I said Wyoming. Okay, Nancy's in Ohio. Okay. Did I hear the news from KPP? KPP. Kalamazoo Public. What? What's going on, Carol? Oh, that's right. Dirk was born in Indonesia, came to Grand Rapids in 1957 when he was 4 years old. The old man moved to Byron Center in 1999. Okay. Linda has family in Sparta. Wow. Midland, Fenton, Kirkland, Traverse City, Farmington Hills. Part of my family's from Farmington Hills. Royal Oak, Sterling Heights, and other places. Cool. So anyways, the question is, I need to change the background, don't I? We're waiting on Carl, our special guest. But, and who knows, you know, because today is the 75th anniversary, it may take him a little bit of time to get prepared to come aboard when he does get home from work, because he works in the Everglades National Park. Kenny's Kingsport Project. What about Kenny's Kingsport Project?
What up? There's something about Mary. She's a force of the
I'm missing something.
and she will not be contained. In plain sight tonight.
Yeah, Sparta is pretty. I'll give it that. I have been to another Sparta. You're thinking, oh yeah, Georgia. No, not Georgia. Not this. I think there's a Sparta in almost every state. I've been to Sparta, North Carolina, and surprisingly, that is quite a little agricultural community, just like we here are in Sparta, Michigan. We're famous for apples, but we got a lot of agriculture going on around here. Not going to be able to save the home. You know, I had a funny feeling. I had a funny feeling from what I heard through the grapevine. In my mind, I think they raised around $9,000. Whatever's left over from getting rid of the piece of crap, condemned. I would think that they would be able to get a pretty decent mobile home for, I don't know. I think there's going to be some money left over for furniture and things like that. Jersey taxes are ridiculous. We plan on leaving in a few years. Aha. Our friend Sonia, the RV DJ, she's from New Jersey. She never talks about, well, she might talk about it. I just haven't caught her talking about the taxes and all that. But I have heard that on talk shows, you know. And of course, we all know New York's taxes are outrageous. Yeah, it's okay, William. We could do better in Michigan on our taxes too, but we're not quite catching up with California or New York, that's for sure. By the way, that's a backdrop from the feature channel, but we're not doing feature channel right now. We're waiting on Carl, and we're going to let him have the show talking about the 75th anniversary of the dedication of the Everglades National Park in Florida. Now, this is from a different channel, not a feature channel, but I am going to stay away from the Kenny and Papa stories. I'm not on board with it. Don't ask me why. There's just something that's in my craw. I think it's admirable that people raise money through YouTube and all that. And shut up, Jack. Yeah, where is Susan? Maybe she thinks, well, I don't need to watch a show about the Everglades. I know everything about the Everglades. Is that a hint? Is that a hint? Plastic recycle. Anyways, Holly goes through several gallon jugs of distilled water per week. And I save a few of the jugs, cut the top off, and use them for, nice handled, put nuts and bolts in them and stuff like that. But I've gotten to the point where I don't need any more. I've got several in the motorhome for water. I don't need any more. So they go to plastic recycling in Rockford. Nancy Drew is here. Welcome aboard. We're just waiting on Carl, the Hermit with Wi-Fi, to come on board. He's obviously still at work, but he'll be here. We've had a little bit of snow. We have 0 snow right now on the ground. There's still a couple snowbanks here and there from the previous 16 inches we had 2 weeks ago. But that is melted, for the most part, it's gone. Nancy Drew, have you ever been to the Everglades National Park? By the title, I'm sure you can tell, today is the 75th anniversary of the dedication of that park. And we're waiting on Carl, the Hermit with Wi-Fi. He's obviously, because it's the 75th anniversary, he's working overtime. I know I think he had to go to work this morning at about 8:30, something like that. And he was supposed to maybe get off around 5:30. It usually takes him about 20 minutes to walk home. So he's probably getting ready to come on. Just guessing, because, hey, I know it's dark here. Just a dusting in Kentucky and Cleveland, Ohio. Okay. So besides me decorating La Fortuna with some Christmas lights, what have you guys been doing? Decorating, binging, YouTube binge watching. I kind of did that the other day. I didn't catch up by any means, but I did watch a few channels, including Islexi Straightheart. Okay. Your head's in the sand. We need to get you one of those. You've seen them probably in parades, or maybe any Masonic gentlemen that are part of the Knights Templar. And they wear the ostrich plumes hats, they go way up. I don't have one. I never got one. I got some of the other accoutrements, but not the hat. They're expensive. And I do not participate at this point in time anyway. So I'm going to save my money. Head in the sand. That's hilarious. Okay. I guess I can change the background again. Oh my goodness. I had some fresh air today, I'll tell you that. I processed some scrap. And my favorite neighbor came home and stood out there in the street yelling at me. I totally ignored him. I couldn't hear him anyways. I was around the grinder. And I know it didn't wake him up because he had just come home. He never even went in the house before he started standing out there in the street yelling at me. Nancy has not been to the Everglades, okay? I would like to go. From seeing all these pictures, I know there's, I don't know if Not sure I saved one, but there's boardwalks, there's boat tours you can go on, airboats. Uh, there's a lot of ways you can, you can go with guides like Carl does. There's a captain, and then he's like the maitre d'. He explains to people what they're looking at, the flora and the fauna on these tours that the captain, who he refers to, is piloting the boat. I don't know if that's a regular motorized prop boat or if it's an airboat. They do use the airboats a lot, just like they do down in Louisiana, the Delta, because the water is quite shallow. A prop could get hung up. There's roots under the water that spread out, and you might not see it if you're on a conventional prop-powered boat. Now, they may use the jet outboards, not outboards, inboard, water-propelled jets, whatever they call that. Jet boats. Not nuclear powered, but well, I don't know. He could be pretty wild. I always find this kind of thing fascinating. It's like these trails, but they're water. They go all throughout the Everglades. I thought I had an aerial view shot that I stole from somebody, but I don't seem to find it. Special there. We got to see what she's saying. Spiral sliced ham, put in freezer for Christmas or New Year's. Myers had it for 89 cents a pound. Whoa. How long is that sale on? We're going to Myers Friday. $10 for the number 12 ham, or 12-pound ham. Okay. Anacondas. Yes, I believe they do, William. I still have a little bit more decorating to do. Believe it or not, Synchronicity has some Christmas lights on her at the back. They are also solar powered. They were the only ones I could get that had colored lights. The other ones I got were white. So, and then I do have some lights for the pine tree out front. Well, I have several pine trees. I'm only going to decorate one. I'm going to decorate the Scotch pine. I have other types of pines. Spruce. Not a blue spruce. This is a standard spruce. And I can't remember the other one. It's not Douglas. What is it? I'll think of it. Those will get colored lights as well. Can't decide whether I'm going to have them blinking or not. Probably not. Sometimes the blinking lights kind of bother me. They almost make me dizzy. Epileptic. I don't know. I have one of those bulbs. You can get them at Dollar General. It's a standard light bulb, but it comes with a programmer. You can have it red, or you can have it blue, you can have it green. I'm not sure if you can have it white. Maybe. But I programmed it just to flash through. It stays red for a little bit, and then it turns blue, and then it turns green. I made some new moderators earlier today. About the only one I have here right now is probably Linda, but I think I made William one too. Timmy, he's been begging to be a moderator. Well, he is now. But anyways, I need a moderator to slam the XXX69 online. we're not into that tonight. We're doing the Everglades.
No, you and cleaner than walking over to your house.
All right. And I can't instantly make somebody a moderator. I had to go back to Saturday's thing, and finally the chat was there. So you have to have chat available on the replay on YouTube to be able to make someone a moderator.
Which makes the truth live on.
Ah, so that sounds like every year tradition, the same. You know, in some ways that's kind of a comfort. Okay, your family's big on Christmas. Okay. I used to be. I'd go as nuts with Christmas as I did with Halloween. Not so much anymore. You know, I'm actually doing more this year than I've done in a couple of years. I felt like it, you know. I dug out a bunch of Christmas decorations, more or less accidentally, or as a coincidence, or not a coincidence, I'm trying to clean the garage and make shelves and make a shop bigger that I can process scrap. And hey, I found Christmas decorations. I've only used a couple of them so far. There's one in particular, I know where it is. I can see it, but I can't get to it yet. Not without killing myself. Did anybody whack the sex line, whatever? I hope. I'm getting sick of looking at it. I'm not going to put it up here on the screen, just so you know.
Irresistibly smooth chocolate from the Limped Master Chocolatier. Magnesium.
Okay. I'll try to remember to add you as a moderator. I thought I did this morning or yesterday morning, but I may have went by you. You know, I don't know if you know this, but if you do live streams, at least this has been my experience, you could do a replay and see all the chat. But myself as the host, maybe it has something to do with YouTube and StreamYard. It takes a couple days usually for the replay on my end to be able to see the chat. Ah. Okay. I've never heard that expression. Non-denominational fair. How about that? You could put a menorah on top of a Christmas tree. I don't know. Thank you, William. I hope I wasn't being disrespectful. Not intentionally, anyways. You know who tells the best Catholic jokes? Yeah, the priests.
Enjoy a free gym membership too, with access to premium gyms nationwide. As always, you can count on United Healthcare to help you get the care you need.
Oh.
We can either help schedule appointments or find a specialist. Enrollment ends December 7th. Call United Healthcare or go online today. We make it easy.
Linda Hanukkah. There you go.
Benefits of the only Medicare Advantage plans with the AARP name. Take advantage now.
Okay, thank you, Carol. I'll remember that and get you on here. When I was doing the replay of Saturday night's show, everybody there was almost everybody was a moderator, at least earlier in the show. And then there was a couple that I saw that weren't moderators. I especially made sure I got Timmy because he was He's asked me more than once. I had to. Don't want to make Timmy mad. So everybody knows we're waiting on Carl. And I mean, I'll stay here till he comes. I don't believe they're out there on the boat with lights. And I hope his flashlight didn't run out of power. The path that he takes from where he works on the boat, I think it takes him about 20 minutes. And you never know what kind of wildlife you might see or encounter, basically, on that path between where he works and where his campsite is. So let's hope he's all right. I'm sure he is. He's become an old hand in the Florida Everglades. Okay. I'm going to there. It took me a second to. Sometimes when I hit the pad, it doesn't work. You gotta hit it a little harder. And other times, I just barely brush it and we'll be at a different channel. Okay. I think the menorahs, when I see them, they'll have it lit up. I like those. I don't know. I just do. And then the Star of David. You'll see that on occasion. I'm not I'm not even very familiar with the Jewish faith, but I certainly respect it. I have a feeling that some of my ancestry was. I have an adopted daughter. She's Jewish, but she's proselyte. She wasn't raised in a Jewish family or anything. I think there might have been a reason why, more than one reason, that the original Winklers that came to North America, well, they dropped the Von. It used to be Von Winkler. The Von meaning, like Ver is in Dutch and it means from, from the Winkler family, Von. It's a kind of like a title, but it's no longer used. They dropped it when they came to the United States. Now, is it also possible that they were Jewish and decided to not follow the Jewish faith because of persecution? That's mine and my sister's theory. We have no substantiation or way to back that theory up. But I know that there's been other families that did that back in the probably late 1700s, early 1800s. There you go. Yeah, in the Everglades, you don't know what you're going to get. I don't know. Is there a special on TV? I did not know that. Probably put on by National Geographic, I bet. Because in my search for backdrop pictures today, there was a National Geographic YouTube, but I didn't grab any of those because they're copyrighted. There were some cool ones too. Great wildlife shots. I didn't find all that many wildlife.
And look at this. Whenever our flight attendants were on a plane connecting from Honduras.
Yes, thank you, Linda.
Always with the same captain.
We're waiting on Carl. I'm certainly no expert. I've scratched the surface barely, just putting up a few shots from, I'm told, from the Everglades. Again, I could be just talking through my hat.
I'm Brittany Johnson from the LAPD, Major Crimes, and this is Agent Patel from the
Oh,
Under arrest or am I just being questioned? Because you're off-
I think you're right, Susan.
All my belongings.
I apologize, sir. We asked people to enter their
That'd be terrible if he's
for security.
doing a TV special. Actually, I think that was this past weekend.
Answer a few questions first.
You know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they did a lot of stuff. Basically celebrated
Get
the
your
75th anniversary over the weekend because, you know, more people,
To the airport where some of us stay.
you know, could attend
Ryan burst
because
in
they
on me and
didn't have to
convoluted
work at the
story about
Costco
drugs
or
and smuggling
wherever.
guys dead.
You know what I mean?
Honestly, I didn't know if he was for real or if this was some sort of.
In other words, they had the weekend off
So what
and they
exactly
could
did
go
you
to the
say, Mr.
Everglades
White?
celebration.
Well, then you should go to the police.
Did Mr. White have drugs with him when he arrived at the trailer?
No, he said that he had sold them to somebody else. That's pretty much all I got from him before I took off.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's already been aired.
Ryan said he was convinced that these drug people were after him. So I went to a hotel because he scared the crap out of me.
I really like this
I'm
picture.
sorry to inform you, sir.
I wish the bird would have been
Yesterday, he'd been shot to death.
just a little bit more around the head, but I don't know what kind of bird that is. I don't have a clue. Nat Geo,
Do you have any idea how Mr.
Okay.
Silverman found
she'll probably tell you it was Saturday.
him? Ryan came in a cab. Perhaps they followed the cab to the parking lot.
There was no break-in, and the trailer door was locked when we discovered the
That's
body.
right. National Geographic has their own
Mr. White,
channel.
he-
I forgot that. We got antenna TV, so we don't get shit.
It's one of the women we fly with. Ashley Rogers.
Unless you're into Jack Benny shows, you know,
There's nothing worse than a ghost. Even ghosts.
we get more than that. But
If they can hear you.
a lot of the shows are, you know, repeats.
I know what happened.
Nothing's live other than news. You can get news live on antenna TV.
It's Macy's Friends and Family Sale. Get all your
You can get advertisements that are live too.
friends and 15% off.
Well, no, I'm sure they're recorded, but they're current. They're not 1950s.
Dancing is everything. Soccer is the best.
Saturday and Sunday. Okay.
Severe eczema could make it hard to
Thank your mom for us.
stay ahead of it.
She's the honorary Friends of the Captain Jack Scrapper Show.
Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe.
And that's going to be a real thing.
Worsening eye problems, such as
It's getting closer, Susan.
including blurred vision,
It's on the list, priority list
dangerous stuff, asthma medicine.
for next week. Will it happen? I'm not sure yet. But it is on the penciled in. See what happens. Okay. You're allowed to do that, Nancy. You know, you can do other stuff besides sit here and wait on Carl and me.
I've never been away from my children before, and I'm going to war. I stood on the back of the
Yeah.
truck,
All right.
so I shot that 50.
Does anybody do know what kind of bird that is?
And that was my job.
Is that a cormorant?
Convoy came under attack. She was
Nah, I don't think so.
violently from the truck.
They're more out west, aren't they?
I have unbearable migraines, memory loss, and because of all the things that I've done, and
I think it starts with a C.
PTSD.
That's just my guess, though.
And this hole that
And
I
it will not appear on the Wednesday night
Now is
show
the time for healing
because I think it starts with a C,
but
not a
many of
D.
those who serve can't do it alone.
How
They
delightful.
need your help.
All right.
They need Wounded Warrior Project.
Everybody's getting bored. We got 10 people on board and nothing's happening. We're just sitting here, sitting on our thumbs nearly,
The need for Wounded
waiting
Warrior
for Carl.
Project continues to grow.
I hope he's
Our
okay.
gift provides free programs and services for those who sacrificed so much for us.
We just showed that one, didn't we?
Veterans, you are never alone. Wounded Warrior Project have given me back my life. And no one will
This
take
one.
it
We haven't
away
showed
from
this one.
myself.
Please call or go online with your gift of $19
Um,
a month. And we'll send you this Wounded Warrior Project blanket as a reminder.
Behind that
your
greenery, yeah, there it is.
So if you see me and you
See
want
the
to thank me for my
gator.
service, donate to Wounded
Yeah,
Warrior
Carl
Project.
will know. 'Cause
I
we'll
think
we'll
that would
ask
be a
him
great way to thank me
when he
for
gets
my
here. What is it?
service.
Dinner. Dinner's going to be tacos.
online right now.
As to what time, I have no clue. So, in order to tide myself
Sorry,
over,
I can turn it back down now.
oh, thank you. She's
I had to
turning.
have it up so I could hear it over my nebulizer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she had to do her nebulizer, so she turned the volume up on the TV. So you probably couldn't even hear me. Anyway, yeah, tacos. In the meanwhile, though, I'm going to have one of those. Oh gosh, it's got coconut, it's got walnut. The only place I found that sells them is right up here at the corner store. I did find out who the distributor is, and it's Carol. No, it's Abraham and Sons. Although they've been bought out, they are owned by. They keep the name S. Abrahams and Sons, but they're actually owned by Imperial Marketing. Imperial Marketing is a large outfit out of Louisiana. I think, Carol, that bird, that's a Fred. Doesn't he look like his name should be Fred? Oh. Fried bologna. Now, I have not had that in a coon's age. However, my doctor would say, no, you're not having it because it's a processed food. Pies and Coconut USA. Now, isn't that weird? Talking about those muffins that I get. Now they're talking, this popped up. Pies and Coconut USA, Union Square, San Francisco. I don't know. Don't know whose channel that is. They're making me hungry because that's what I'm going to have after our live stream tonight, whenever we end it. I'm going to have one of those muffins with vanilla ice cream. French vanilla. I think we're out of whipped cream. No, I've been kind of wanting some ice cream. I have ice cream in the wintertime. I'm not, partial. It doesn't have to be hot. In fact, I really don't participate with ice cream so much in the summer. Well,
Just one more thing I want to know. I want an honest answer. Did the two of you agree to go out with me and Flynn because you thought we could keep you safe till you got rid of the drugs and left town?
Well, not online.
let's see here.
Yes.
I like that. Your cover.
What you're saying is
It's pretty cool, William.
we're never really attracted.
I don't know if you're familiar with Phil Trutoy Causey. Anyways, that's the Awesome Possum Van Works down in Graham, Texas. Well, he started a group, and I'm one of the first members of that group. But it's grown. But he's got this little thing going. Like I'm going to change my Facebook page to something yet. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but I think I might use La Fortuna. I don't know. And I need to change that page once in a while anyways. It's stagnant. It's got me in the shirt that says Old Men Rule. that was like going on 10 years old. I think and then, Captain Jack's Scrapper part, that banner is over 2 years old. Sausage, potatoes, and green beans. Okay. Now, with cheese, I had peanut butter and cheese 2 days ago. That was my supper. 2 peanut butter and cheese sandwiches.
Yes, I think that you grew up on a farm. or
Okay, that must have been a Facebook notification.
Am I close?
Those aren't my car keys.
Aren't they? Who do they belong to?
Oh, it's just Tina
Ashley Brock,
reacted to my comment.
earlier was responsible for the murder of Runway. That Ashley.
Yes, that Ashley.
How is it that you have Ashley Rogers' car?
I borrowed it.
That's not it.
That's easy enough to confirm.
I'll look at it later.
Ashley Rogers on the line.
What's this?
I didn't mention it before because I didn't want
I'm getting a lot of,
Ashley's car.
I wouldn't call it spam, but advertising. Christmas, you know, especially from places I've ordered already. Yeah, like Sticker Mule, Vista Prints, Ulakai slippers in Hawaii. Yeah.
And that's not how it's going to look to a jury either.
Toasted raisin bread.
Ryan was fine.
Where's your key to the trailer?
What?
Your key.
Whoops.
In the trailer when Ryan got there.
I think I just screwed something up.
Do you have any idea what is going on out there?
Oh, no response. Okay.
When people saw me coming, that they would stand to
Yeah, it's living, William. Hang on. Okay, that's just not working right.
Whoever you gave that key to.
I did not give that key to anyone. I left that key outside the door for Miguel Diaz.
Okay.
Did you also leave the drugs for Mr. Diaz?
You know something? Ryan killed his guy with a
Thank you, Linda. Now, why is that? Hang on.
Where are the drugs now, Mr. Wheeler?
As far as I know, they're in Ashley's car.
And where did you tell Mr. Diaz they were?
I told him that I didn't know that I would.
Well, you're gonna call Mr. Diaz. You gotta tell him you found him.
Hey, let's pick it up in there, will you? Look, we'll go downtown and we'll sort this one.
Yeah, and everyone will see we're a couple of idiots. It's hard to know how we could look any stupider.
Is that your car?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the joke's on them. I'm nearly out of gas. I bet they go into the airport personnel line.
Please tell me that you are not calling the chief.
Chief Sanchez?
Ready, Chief. I can see Ashley's car.
It's in town.
All set, Chief.
Just make the exchange, drugs, money, and key, and walk. We got you covered from all sides.
I'll be there in a minute. I'm back. I had to take care of, I had to do a response. That was kind of important. Anyways, that's out of my way now. Yeah, it could be. Tuna helper is, yes. Holly makes a casserole using tuna helper. And of course, there's cheese, there's kind of stuffing. It's not like sage stuffing. It's not that kind, but it's a milder dressing or breadcrumb type of, like you would make your own stuffing out of with breadcrumbs. You know, you can make your own chicken or turkey stuffing. You don't have to buy it ready-made. Although the ready-made easy stuff is good too. Biscuit makes it. Anyways, back to the casserole. Yeah, it's awesome tuna casserole. Believe me, it'll last 3 or 4 days. Yeah, I like it how everybody's calling Carol Michigan. All right. Now I'm getting hungrier. Where's that one for? There we go. Oh, it's not that one, is it? Yeah. There. That's the one I wanted to put up. Couldn't seem to do it. Cornbread stovetop stuffing, yes. Yes, it would. I have used the cornbread with fresh caught bluegill. Oh, and by the way, I fillet the bluegill. They might be real tiny, but I fillet them. And I still don't get all the bones out. Well, you know how bluegill are. And then slice of lemon, couple fresh slices of tomato, and breaded and fried zucchini. And I make an egg batter for that breading. And that is a meal. I don't know, Holly. Carl's still not here. We're waiting on Carl. Yeah, I'm a cornbread nut anyway, you know. I'll buy, instead of buying a donut, I'll buy cornbread. You can get 4 slices for like $3, family fare. Myers is actually better, and I think maybe 30 cents cheaper. The Myers, well, it gets you hooked because it's got a little more sugar in it. Yeah, sweet corn with sugar bread. Whatever you want to call it. It's good. Yeah, I've had stuffing with bacon. I avoid bacon now. You know, it's kind of funny. I know it was William that mentioned it, but speaking of the Jewish faith, you know, bacon is not kosher. I have had it where it can be any kind of pork and it doesn't agree with me. I have to be cautious. I'll have half of a pork chop. Bacon is rare. I don't like the taste. Ham, I like the taste, but I've learned this over the years, but I'll actually get physically sick. Now, that being said, is there something in my genetics or my ancestry genetics that God telling me, don't you dare eat pork? I don't know. It's an interesting thing because I look at the idea that is for God's chosen people, it's verboten. Um, but I don't know if I quite buy that.
Starts now on Start
You know, unclean pork is supposed to be unclean. Shrimp is unclean. Any crustaceans, unclean. No, they're not kosher. But I still don't know if I buy that. You know, that would imply that Jews are a race unto their own. I don't buy it. I just can't quite buy it. I'm sure I'll burn in hell for saying stuff like that. I don't know. We'll see. If I have to, I'll hold the gate open for the rest of us. Anyways, I'm not going there. But that's just a goofy saying. I know where I'm going. I'm going to the kitchen and make something to eat. Not yet. Dinner will be, yes. And the Encore. Encore frozen Salisbury steak. Yeah. I get that once in a while. I know he didn't forget. I just talked to him this morning. Banquet. I have their Salisbury steak once in a while. And then there's Marie Callender's, which is also quite good. Oh, okay. I did not know that, William. And, well, blood pressure is an issue with my family anyway. So, yeah. Excuse me. Well, you know, I'm kind of getting bummed now. I would think Carl would be already on board here. I know he might be waiting for this. I told him I was going to put it in there. Copy. All right. Maybe I'm the one that's remiss because I told him I put the link. He wanted me to email it to him. I said, I don't think I can do that. It's StreamYard. I don't know. But anyways, okay, Control V, right? Yep, there it is. That there on your screen. Well, I'll put it up. Anyways, this is for Carl. This link to this live broadcast is for Carl, so he can come up and we can share the screen, or I'll just give him the whole thing. So.
I think the circumstances demand it. What circumstances? 2 months ago, a few blocks from here, we found a trash bag in the dumpster with a half-dead body inside it. Except the head and the hands were missing.
So hopefully, you know, you'll see this link.
Wait, so the cartel filled garbage bag with hacked up bodies?
The hands were there, and the skulls, but the faces had been cut off.
And you haven't heard back on the messenger thing, Linda? Well, you would have said something if you had. So why am I being redundant? I did not watch Carl's update. What did he have to say? The email I had from him this morning was about this link. And my last was sent to him saying the link will be on the live stream. But he said he didn't know what time for sure he was going to get off work. But it kind of sounded like he'd be off, you know, 5:30ish. And, well, we all know he's on Eastern Standard Time, like many of us here, and it's got to be good and dark there. So anyways, what did he say on his daily update because I did not watch it.
In the last 2 months, you found 3
Hey, I had some other things going on this morning.
trash bags and local dumpsters. Yes, ma'am. I think it's fair to call this a major crime committed.
Although part of it was these, the screenshots.
Jason Mendoza, thank you so much for your help. We'll take it from here. Glad to help you, ma'am. And always good to see you. Thank you. Oh, by the way, good luck on the Chiefs sweepstakes. You look even better sitting behind the.
He didn't say where. Okay. Do we need to check his channel? Does somebody want to do that? Check Carl's channel just in case he put out something, or he said we're waiting for us to come to his channel. That would be a scream. I'll patiently wait.
Thank y'all so much.
I told her to. She was drafted by the LAPD's women's work group, and I thought she should go with it. So now she's one of the 27 billion other people who applied for the job, which means I'm not the slam dunk we all hoped I'd be. The last thing I need is for hacked up bodies and garbage bags to be the lead story on tonight's news.
Well, lucky for us, the press doesn't care about murder.
Maybe they changed the time in Florida. Maybe it's only,
Not here during this
6 minutes after 6 where Carl is. Okay.
Here is very similar to the Mexican cartel murders.
Yeah. I've been getting notifications too. I would have gotten that. I mean, sometimes the notifications are a little late. I will say that. But if I've seen somebody that's going to have a live and I put notify me 30 minutes before it starts, it pops up and it will keep popping up until I acknowledge it.
No, I don't see tattoos.
So what you're saying is there's no
Nancy thought something, but she didn't finish her thought. Look, we'll go with William. We'll still keep the link for Carl.
Thank you, Doctor. I need it.
Well, he's gone. I don't know. William went somewhere. Oh, I know what that was. That was a test to make sure that I could pull somebody up, right? We may have to give this over to Holly pretty soon. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll just use the can and then I'll put it over the edge of the boat, right? Nothing on his community tab? Okay. There you go, Nancy. Thought finished. Good one. We may have to we'll go to 7:30. If we haven't heard from Carl, well, we're gonna have a prayer and hope to hear from him in the morning. Live from Hollywood Studios. That's not Carl. All right. Now, is Susan still here?
But this is Detective Mendoza's first victim, picked out of the trash 2 months ago. Why does Mother look so long to call her?
Raise your hand, Susan.
Last year, Pedro was arrested in the gang rape of a 12-year-old girl. For some reason, she couldn't testify.
And I have a chore for you, Linda. Now, he was supposed to come on here and read what I thought the other day was Truman. Well, it was Eisenhower was president when the Everglades was dedicated. Use the can. Don't forget to take out the poker chip. Well, Susan, you want to come up here and talk about the Everglades? You're the only one here that's been to the Everglades, and you almost live there. Click on the link. I'll pull it up on the screen. You know, we're still waiting on Carl. No, Carol. Michigan. Michigan. Florida's on the same time, Eastern Standard Time. That doesn't mean that Carl is. Anyway, Susan, we're still waiting on Carl. We expected him anytime after 6 and didn't think it was going to be this long after 6 p.m. Maybe we'll have to come back in the morning at 6 a.m. No, I'm starting to seriously hope that he's okay. Linda did text him. No response. You've not been to the Everglades? Well, you went from Key West to Sanibel. Okay. Sanibel Island. All right. You could still come up and we could play Dirty Minds. No. Well, actually, we play that all the time, consciously or unconsciously. Subconsciously, we're always playing Dirty Minds. Think about it. I think that's not far from the truth. Now, isn't this cool how my hat is going above the picture? They're not. I disappeared for a second. Okay, so all this time, we'll roll with it for another, except the Panhandle is Central Time. I'll be darned, Sue. I didn't know that, but Carl's not in the Panhandle. I'm pretty certain the Everglades are, as you say, Eastern Standard Time. Well, for those people that don't know it, now we've learned something. Relearned something. I knew that somewhere in the back of my mind that there was a different thing about that. I gotta put that up there, Linda. The only thing that's in the can is not poker chips. Are all right here. There is something in the can. And that couple of these silver tipped Sharpies that work well for putting your names on these poker chips. For those of you that don't know, we're doing kind of a new thing on Wednesday nights. If you hadn't been here last Wednesday night, when we do the cliche show, for instance, this is Sue Lucky Dog. This is her chip. Always her chip. You're ignoring me, Linda. That's because you're getting ready to eat. Yeah, he probably does.
Stupid face.
I don't know. Right after school ended, something like that.
There was 2 months.
Okay. I hear you, Lucky Dog.
Oh, look, I tried to make a move, but she don't listen.
Anyways, for those of you who may not know,
His birthday check. Your son turned
I think everybody does. The Wednesday night show, you have a chip.
Pedro wasn't there. He
If you didn't get a chip, come on Wednesday and you'll get a chip.
He got into some stupid night fight, and I had to
Highlanders Company. Now, see, Sue, if you were up here with me, we could both wave. All right.
Pedro Moda. Yeah, I did. I treated him.
Breaking news. I'm going to have a beer. Oh, wow. An Uberon. It's not springtime yet. Isn't Uberon supposed to be in the springtime?
Yeah, can we discuss this privately, please?
Of course.
I don't remember. I never did participate in the Uberon. I may have had one time. My friend,
Can you pull up for me Pedro Moda's medical chart? Thanks.
her name has slipped my mind. Anyways, we had one time, but I mostly like my Miller Lite. When I drank, it was Miller Lite. Once in a while, I'd have a straight Miller, but Miller Lite. Part of it was the doctor said, well, yeah, Miller Lite, it's okay for you. It's 0 sodium. Miller Lite has no sodium. All the other beers have sodium, not Miller Lite. So if your doctor says you got to go on a low sodium diet, Miller Lite might be your preferred beer. Okay. We're going to go 13 more minutes. Bell's beer is brewed. I believe Bell's is, aren't they in Kalamazoo? The poker chip from Tommy. It has not arrived yet. Now, he has contacted me that he's making a poker chip, so maybe he hasn't got it done yet. I didn't care. I'll take one of his mistakes, whatever, and we'll put it in the pot. Whenever. Ding, ding, ding. Correcto mundo, Sue. Ah, I got it. Talking about Bob wearing a shirt.
Did you happen to see a skull on Pedro's torso from a map wound, maybe?
Not on the left side.
Uh-oh, now I'm missing something. Good guess. We're having a beer guessing contest now. Now that's fun. All right, let's see if your brains work. I bet Sue will remember. Well, other people might not know. Where is Captain Jack Pilsner? Where is that brewed at?
And body from yesterday?
Heart, liver, kidneys.
I don't know if I have my bottle of it here or not.
For their organs?
Officially, cause of death is still undetermined.
Yeah,
Very close.
it's probably in a. I'm not finding it. I found. Okay, Sue's got it. Captain Jack Pilsner beer is brewed in North Carolina, specifically Mecklenburg. And this is Lily's butter. Wonder where that's made.
So I'm not stressing. I'm slaying the holidays. Harry and David makes entertaining a breeze.
'Cause they're prepared.
Everything's better with Blue Bonnet on it.
Greg joined us here with Harry and David.
Conagra, Chicago, Illinois.
Medicine cabinet. Classic things.
Of course, there are Conagra plants. I think there's one in Grand Rapids area. Conagra. Who knows? They might make the Blue Bonnet butter there. Yeah. Yes, it was Angela that brought it to me. Good memory, Sue. Mecklenburg, South Carolina. And I have contacted the Mecklenburg Brewery to see if I could get it here in Michigan. I cannot. They do not export out of North Carolina or South Carolina, rather, with the brews that they make. I checked with Party World right away when I got back from that Mayberry meetup. And no, they tried. They can't get it. So the only time I can get it is when I go to Angela's house.
Irresistibly smooth chocolate from the Link's master chocolatier.
That's what's in the house, okay.
I can feel the stress melting away.
Introducing Calming Heat by Sharper Image. The revolution-
No, she's Carol's at her house right now in Fremont. It's not very far from here. But what? What is it, Carol? Let's see. Nuego's 25. You're about 30, 35? 35 miles. My house in a past life. Could be. It could be. Let's see. The last beer I had was it was last November, and I can't tell you what day. 24th of November. No, I didn't. I quit smoking on the 24th of November. I stopped drinking alcohol of any kind. Beer was my mainstay, but I also drank rum, Captain Morgan, spice rum. I quit that on November 1st. And I hadn't planned on quitting. I just said, that's it, I'm done. And then gradually, kind of got used to not having a beer. And then I thought, I might as well quit smoking too. So on the 24th of November last year, I quit smoking. I haven't had one since. In fact, I'm getting to a point where when Holly smokes, it bothers me. I'll sneeze, eyes water. I can't be around it. It irritates me. So, yeah, no smoking for me and no alcohol. I've been tempted to maybe have a glass of wine. But again, that's alcohol. So, and I'm not against it. I mean, if you want to have a beer, you want to have whiskey, have whatever, I don't care. Knock yourself out. And you might. I used to. Where's Jack? Oh, he's over there under that tree. Well, what's he doing? Well, I don't know. He's sleeping. Sleeping? It's only noon. Well, he's not exactly sleeping. He is passed out. All right. Again, I'm not ashamed. I'm not anything like that. I didn't have to quit for health reasons.
Did he come on?
No, I don't think he's going to be here. Holly's asking if Carl's here yet. I guess we got to plan ahead now. Unless by some miracle. kind of looks like Carl's not going to be here for whatever reason. And why am I talking so quietly? No, I'm actually concerned. So I don't believe I have Carl's phone message number. I don't have that. But Linda, of course, you're probably eating. Does anybody else have Carl's info that you can send him a message that we're worried about him and that we're going to reschedule this? Uh-oh. Got to pop up. Mr. Timmy Ray the King. Mr. Timmy Ray the King, do you notice anything different about the letters of your name?
Scene of a robbery last year, and then 2 months ago, he cut his arm on a glass door after killing a security guard.
Okay, so our first bag of bones contains a chart and has to write this.
So Bell's Brewery, you did your internship at Bell's Brewery? They're in Galesburg. I know where Galesburg is. And people do get confused when I say, well, my daughters live in Comstock. And they go, oh, Comstock Park, they're not far away from you. No, Comstock. That's by Galesburg, in between Galesburg and Kalamazoo. Yeah, there you go. So anyway, well, thank you, Linda. And let them know we're worried and we may have to reschedule. And you're welcome, Timmy. What we're doing right now, as you can probably tell from the description of the live stream, we expected Carl, the Hermit with Wi-Fi, to be here for this broadcast. Don't know what's going on. We're hoping he's okay. But he works at the Everglades National Park, as you probably know, and he was going to give us a rundown on the events, the celebrations that were over the weekend mostly, but today is actually the official day of the opening of the Everglades National Park 75 years ago today. And he was going to, yeah, I don't know. I don't have him on Facebook, William. Good. Thank you, Linda. We'll wait. We'll go a little bit past 7:30 just to make sure, because it's only 3 minutes away. So we'll go. Let's go to 7:40, and after that, we're just going to pray, and I will sign off, and we'll wait. I'm sure I'll get an email from him saying what's up or whatever, as long as everything's okay. So this is kind of a, I don't know. I'm starting to get a creepy feeling. Pray that he's okay. All right. So anyways, Timmy, now you're a wrench, and now you can post links as well. So we're going to be looking forward to a link for any upcoming races, so we, can get connected.
It's rare, but there are some angels among us.
I am going live tomorrow evening, Timmy. This is a special, it's not a pop-up live. It was scheduled. I agreed to it with Carl on Saturday night's broadcast. You were racing in somebody else's car. And you came in first. We all know all about that. Your dad kept us up to date. Yes, Timmy Ray is blue. So, what are you blue about? Anyway, it's getting to be fun on Saturday nights when you are racing. I may have to subscribe to the more improved version of StreamYard. I'll probably have to anyways, because I'm going to run out of minutes the way it's going. I did run out of minutes last Saturday night. Went over 20 hours. But they didn't cut me off because it was in the middle of the live stream. They won't cut you off in the middle of a live stream if you've reached your 20 hours. They'll let you go. But then after that, you can't get free, you don't have any free time until, for me, it's December 2nd, it resets. So I have a feeling, because we went. Oh, wait. No, that was Saturday, so that was okay. But, okay, so we're live tonight. We'll be live tomorrow, and then we'll be live again on Saturday. So we're going to use up 5 hours easily of StreamYard time just in the first week of December. Well, if that holds true through the end of the month, well, we're going to run out a little bit after Christmas. So I actually am thinking of giving the Captain Jack Scrapper a Christmas gift. I believe I want to say it's $20 a month. Now, if I paid $240, I don't think I'd have to pay. I don't know what it is per month. It might be 30. I don't know, but I'm thinking quite seriously of biting the bullet and getting that extra, not just for the hours. So there's some other features on there that you can enjoy and employ on your channel. Okay, 3 months of Sparta, about 30 minutes, 35 miles. Yep. That's just as the crow flies. Well, wait, we can't go as the crow flies. We got to go up 37, and then when we get, what is it? Yeah, almost to Grant, we got to go through that stupid loop-de-loo, because if you don't, you end up staying on Fruit Ridge. That's the stupidest loop that I know of. But yeah, then you head to Newaygo, and when you get to Newaygo, you get on 82 and head to Fremont. At least that's the way I go. Troy, welcome aboard. Oh, we're going to put that up. Yes. Gosh, I'm going to give you right back. Troy, we're waiting on Carl still, but we're concerned because we started at 6. We expected Carl to be in probably by 6:30, and we've not heard from him. Linda's been texting him and not getting an answer. We are concerned. And Troy and Carol are going to start drinking. So I'm going to click on this link if I can. Oh, I can't. Hang on a second. I can't click on it on the screen. But Timmy, I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to leave it open, and that way I can save it. I think. Crap, I can't do it. It won't let me. So it means 2 days. That'll be Thursday. I'll come back to this, and then I'll click, and then I'll save, and I'll have it. StreamYard does not post the chat for a couple days on YouTube. And I don't have the paid version of StreamYard, or I could probably do all kinds of stuff. But I can't go to that link unless I write it down. See, here, I'm going to try something. I'm going to screenshot us. Yep, I got it. I can barely read it, and I won't be able to click on it. But now that I have it, I can copy it. It'll work. I mean, I can write it down with a broken pencil, and then I can type it in. And then I can go there. Anyways, welcome aboard, Troy. Hopefully you understand my rambling. We don't know why Carl's not here. Troy and Carol can't have the Uberons. It's all right, camp maintenance guy. I told her it's Uberons for spring and summer. Hey, Bell's is good. There are other products that they have. I can't think of all of them right off the top of my head. But anyways,
The Jackbox Party Pack 9 with drawing, trivia, frogs, deception, drama, and frogs. There's something for everyone. Take your party to new heights with the Jackbox Party Pack 9, available on major digital platforms. Learn more at jackboxgames.com.
Hair has always been central to my identity.
Once I started taking Nutrafol, I could see my hair get thicker. It's also made my hair
what a crock. No, I don't know if that's a croc or alligator.
Start your hair growth journey at Nutrafol.com.
I lost my train of thought, so, dolphin. Dolphin went by, and I don't know what I was talking about. Tiny Farm Nuggets. That is me. That is me. How are you? Welcome aboard. We are waiting for Carl, the Hermit with Wi-Fi. He was supposed to be on board about over an hour ago, and he hasn't showed up. But as you probably saw from the title, it is the 75th anniversary official. December 6th, 75 years ago was the official opening dedication of the Everglades National Park. President Eisenhower did a speech and all that. But that was actually going to be reenacted by Carl, and unfortunately he's not here. Set sail with the other captain. I hear you, Camp Maintenance guy. Captain Morgan. There, okay, yeah, that's correct. Michigan Carol's getting generous. Peace, love, dove. Ah. Let me think. I'm trying to think what state you're in, Tiny Farm.
I think it'd be interesting.
Save the empties for me. They're 10 cents each. Okay. So, the whole plan was to be talking about the Everglades with Carl, the Hermit with Wi-Fi. And we had this all planned out. I spoke with him via email this morning, and telling him that there would be a link here on the on this live stream that he could click on, come right up on the screen, and tell us all about Arkansas. Yes, I was almost ready to say Arkansas, and I almost said Missouri, and I said, "Shut your mouth. Where are you guys from?" So Arkansas, got it. Chocolate wine.
These are medical assessments used to determine the size
The
and ability of organs for transplant. Ordered by
Carl, the Hermit with the Wi-Fi, he's the pro on the Everglades. He works there. Now, he normally gets off work before dark. It is dark in the Everglades right now, in all of Florida. The only part of Florida that's a different time zone than what I am, I'm on Eastern Standard Time, but so is Florida, except for the Panhandle, which is on Central. We cleared that up earlier today, or tonight. So, yeah, so 10 cents. But you can save up your cans and recycle them anyways. I mean, I'm not talking about taking them to the recycle bins or whatever you guys use down there. No, I'm saying save those aluminum beer cans or pop cans, crush them down. It takes 33 beer cans, pop cans, whatever, aluminum cans. 33 of them make 1 pound of aluminum. And your local scrapyard, call them up and say, hey, do you accept pop cans? And they'll tell you yes or no. But usually pop cans or aluminum cans are in a separate category from sheet aluminum or aluminum siding. Yeah, they'll have a separate line item for pop cans. But now, last I knew, it's been a while since I took pop cans in, crushed ones, because I get them, I pick them up alongside the road or wherever. Or sometimes somebody will crush it and it won't go through the reverse vending machines because they can't read the UPC. So I was like, okay, finish crushing it and save it until I get 4 or 5 pounds. Well, it's been over a year that I had 5 pounds that I took in just for curiosity. And it was 27 cents a pound back then. Okay. Yeah, save them for containers. I'd have to cut the top off and they're sharp. And nah, wouldn't do that. Yeah, you're on Central Time. And it's way dark in Nova Scotia. They're going to bed now. The chickens are asleep. Well, let me think here. I said we'd go to 740, and I think we are at 740 now. Let's all give a prayer that... oh, wow, that's cool. There was a character that owned half of Arkansas. Everybody thought he was just as poor could be. This was back when bottles were only 2 cents. That was in Arkansas. Yeah. When he died, he was a multi-millionaire. He owned half of the town. He's a landlord, I mean, who knew? Pop bottle Pete. All right. That's going to end it tonight. We'll send up prayers. Please send up prayers for Carl, the hermit with Wi-Fi. And we hope to hear from him. Linda, if you hear from him, you know my text number. You can text me and let me know. And hey, maybe whatever. Let's hope he's okay. Because that's weird that he's not here after we schedule it and everything. So, all right. I am, they have to be crushed. They don't weigh anymore, William. In fact, you don't have to crush them, but they would prefer that you do. And actually, you would prefer that you do because otherwise they just take up too much space. For reverse vending, if you bring in, they'll give you the bags at the store. And you have to have, let's see, the 12-ounce cans, it takes 240 of them to fill that bag before they'll accept it. But that's $24. So no text, no nothing. Nothing new. Dang. Yes. Thank you, Tiny Farm. Prayers up for everyone. Yes, thank you, William. Jeez, I'm going to be restless tonight if we don't hear from him. I mean, yeah. Life is just a dream. Mary Lee, Mary Les. Life is but a dream. Yeah. Yes, Carol. You know what? There's a silver lining. I've had to remind some people lately of silver linings. Losing my daughter, that was sad. And then losing my friend Barry. I don't know if you knew that. I think I may have mentioned a couple times that he was expected. I think I posted the picture one time of the aircraft carrier, the Enterprise. He served on that back in the 70s in the Navy, and he used that when he realized that. Well, I think it was just a couple days after he brought hospice in because he knew his time was, his days were limited, his days were numbered. But he posted that picture of the Enterprise going into the sunset, and the caption was "Fair winds and following seas." You're so affectionate, Carol. Mateys, that's it. We're out of here for now. We'll see you tomorrow night, Wednesday at 6 p.m. And let's pray that we see Carl there too. In the meanwhile, fair winds and smiles. Come on. Just because we don't know what's going on doesn't mean we can't smile. There's that silver lining somehow. Giggly drunk. Carol and Susan are having a brewski. More power to you. May God bless. See you tomorrow night. End the broadcast.
While he was here complaining about neighborhood whores, I stuck a needle in his arm.